Hi, this is Eliot, your correspondent from the dark side again, or today from the overcast side. I'm talking to you from outdoors, and there's a reason. Let me explain this furry microphone for a moment. It's not meant as a fashion statement to match my headgear. It's, my videographer has explained, to mask the sound of the very strong wind that's out here today. So the reason I'm walking with you is that I am suffering from PTSD, post-traumatic snacking disorder. And I don't mean to minimize or trivialize the horribleness of really PTSD, post-traumatic stress disorder. I'm just being silly. But what's happened is that I now have a suitor, and I have been asked out on a date for the first time in 52 years. So I'm a little anxious about it, and I had a very big snack just before. So I'm walking now in order to burn off some calories. The date is not happening within the next several hours. It may be happening within the next several days, but I'm feeling fat, and I think women out there will understand. So I'm taking this opportunity because many thoughts have been provoked by this date invitation to think about dating, relationships, and of course, Valentine's Day. So here's my feeling about relationships, and I've been thinking about this for a very long time. I've actually been in relationships for 52 years, and what I've noticed, not only from my own experience, but from that of clients that I sit with as a psychotherapist and friends, and also even the media, that relationships are not comfortable. I hesitate to say that they don't work, and I certainly hesitate to say that one shouldn't engage in a relationship. But I will take this opportunity, as Valentine's Day is now less than a month away, to say that relationships cannot be comfortable, and here's why. Let's say someone gives you a Valentine card with a heart on it, and you give them a Valentine card with a heart on it, these hearts representing your own hearts that you are presenting to the other person. So now, metaphorically speaking, each of you has had a heart transplant. You've exchanged hearts. You now have the otherness of the other person's heart in you. And guess what happens when you have an organ transplant? Even with a perfect tissue match, there needs to be immunosuppression. So now that you guys have exchanged hearts, you're going to have to suppress some part of your own essence, some part of your own nature. And in future videos about this topic, I'll be talking about the specifics of what parts of one's own nature need to be suppressed. But just think about it. Basically, what I'm saying is kind of good news and bad news. The bad news is relationships are not comfortable, no matter how perfect the tissue match. The good news is that when your relationship makes you feel cranky, it's normal. It's not the fault of the other person. And even though the other person might be blaming you, it isn't your fault. It's relationship. That's what happens. So our choices are as follows. Either be cranky in a relationship or be lonely. Happy Valentine's Day.